40 yards to hole, distracted by some folks coming up the hill right in front of him.
Check and see if anybody else is coming up.
A lot of rugged terrain on this golf course. A lot of tired gallery out here, Ian.
It's pretty steep going, isn't it, Charlie?
Yeah, they move the players around. They use the Mercedes trucks to get them around, but the gallery they have to walk.
Charlie, you've dropped down to about 275 this week, haven't you?
Yeah, I've lost a couple of pounds, Ian. I can stand to lose a few more, though.
Couldn't we all?
Bob with 3 birdies and 2 bogeys on his round so far today. Good scoring opportunity here, though. Got this going in low, but it's headed a bit right. Not a bad lead.
All depends on the lie down there in that Bermuda rough. If he gets a good lie, it's not a difficult pitch. We saw Charles Howell there just 10 minutes or so ago, and he got it up and down.
Jeff Sluman at the par 4, 365 yards. Only 2 bogeys, Freddie, at this hole during the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, it's a very easy driving hole with no wind. That's 252 to carry that bunker.
I don't know.
Flirted with that.
Yeah, he did. They're not so sure where it is, but it's Louis, it's perfect.
KJ Choi will play first to play at the 7th. 205 yards. A little bit of the wind now has turned back right into him. I always thought this was one of the most difficult shots you had to play, where there's a huge elevation change downhill, but yet it was into the wind. It just never felt like you had control of the golf ball.
Yeah, Andy, that's correct. You don't want to miss this to the left either. It's a tough, tough second shot.
Pretty good shot from that far out. Had it right on line.
Ernie's next with 194. He had a really nice drive, but it hit into a little slope and it didn't roll very far. I think after seeing this KJ shot, Ernie has a better feel for this. The wind really took his ball from right to left. I think you need to start this ball out, halfway to the right edge of the green, and just go ahead and hit a good solid shot and let the wind take it.
You've got 6 beyond the split, so it's 200 to the pit.
One of the many great views here too from the top of the hill at 7, looking out over the passage and Molokai. Maybe these guys have been checking the views out. A hole and a half behind.
Goodness, that's way left.
Yeah, that's...
And down the slope. Well, Ernie Els had only missed 5 greens in the first 3 rounds. And next to the swing we saw yesterday, Fred, at 17, where he lost.
185 yards, pin, cut center. Uh-oh. It's probably in the front bunker. But if you do pull that left or come up well short, you fall off the map.
Not necessarily in the bunker too, Carl. A little hazard there short of that too.
We'll get a closer look at it. Reminder, Sony Open in Hawaii, first round. Ernie Els will make the trip. Jerry Kelly will be there to defend. 28 of the players in this field heading over, and the ESPN crew goes as well. Thursday, 6:30 Eastern Time, the Sony Open in Hawaii. A little earlier, Ernie Els' tee shot. And seeing it out of sequence, this may have affected what KJ Choi did, but watch where Ernie's ball lands. Back right bunker.
Wow.
How about that one, Fred?
Well, I would say, as Carl said, KJ coming out short. I've been here in the past. Some of these bunkers have a little less sand. This could come out a little fast, go right by the pin into the other bunker. With
3 out today, Andy.
I really like this play. Even though it's not as much downwind, I think he's going to have a much better opportunity to get it on this back right hole location.
That's not the same 3-wood he was using yesterday either, folks.
The the one that he hit left in 17. And still found the rough, but it's not quite as far down as he was yesterday. Now Riley.
Par 3 11th. Release. Chris Riley at 21 under, looking to go to 22 under. 350,000 for third place here. Chris Riley.
To Ernie Els. Third shot, Andy.
Yeah, Ernie's drawn a fairly decent lie in the rough. It's sitting quite well. Not like the fairway, but it should be able to put some spin and control it. This is just about a 50-yard shot. Needs to carry it probably 15 feet short and let it release.
Threw it up nice and high.
He's looking at his third straight par on a par 5.
Two yards. You see pin on the left side.
Not too bad there, Carl. It's a makeable putt.
Eighth hole and 11th hole. Hole-in-ones get you vehicles. On the 11th, any player scoring a hole-in-one picks up the luxurious S500 sedan. Style and excitement unlike any other found in a luxury sedan. They've never had a hole-in-one since they have had the Mercedes host this event here. There have been hole-in-ones here. We've showed it earlier this week. Freddie made one back in 1993.
8-iron too, Fred, wasn't it?
That's it.
What they're hitting today.
Probably.
Jerry said yesterday the only way to compete here is to make birdie on every hole. He's got himself a chance there. He's not on every hole, but he's had it to 21 under. He had made birdies on 4 of his first 5.
We haven't seen is all that wind.
Sounded crisp. Yeah, look at that spin. It's gone a bit much.
7 threes
for a 30.
Yeah.
KJ Choi starting down the left center of the fairway. All depends on the bounce. It's going to be a beautiful position.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 there. That's absolutely perfect.
By the way, Price parred 18
To shoot 7 under 30.
Yeah.
37 is the par on the back 9,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of birdies out here, folks. Scoring average today just over 67 so far.
Just got to get it going the right side of this fairway. Let the slope take it down toward the middle. Yeah, that looked like a good solid shot by Ernie.
Both of them are perfect. That one's should make its way right into a flat spot.
10's a 354-yard par 4. That when the wind picks up from this direction as it is today can really be difficult as we move to 13 and the 18th and Jeff Sluman.
Nine birdies so far, no blemishes. That one.
It's from 90 yards straight up the hill into the wind.
Pretty golf shot right there.
Second shot for Bob Estes into the par 4 13th.
Charlie, I've seen him, looks like he's been ready to go 2 or 3 times today, and for whatever reason or another has backed away from the shot.
Well, Bob is one of those guys. He's just not going to play his shot until he is absolutely 100% committed.
4 birdies, a couple bogeys on the round today. He's at 19 under and 2 under on his round today, and now either a little uncertain about the yardage or the wind?
Well, you're firing uphill into the wind. Just makes that little bit of extra difference. You want to make sure you get it spot on here. You don't want to be messing with this flag location.
This will be the toughest shot for the leaders on the back nine. This pin is just over that bunker. Coming up short is pretty much 5 or a bogey. Anything right of the hole will swing a little bit, but there you go. Coming up short, Ian, is a thing that most players are doing.
Exactly right. Bob hit every green in regulation yesterday. In fact, he's only missed 2 in the first 3 rounds, so he's playing well.
At 13.
Ooh.
Chris at 22 under and 5 under in this final round. Back to 11.
Ernie Els, every poor shot Ernie's hit this week has been left, and when you're doing that under pressure, you sense the need to hang on a little bit more. So let's see if he just can throw this one off the right and release it and let the wind take it.
Started way right. I think he might have been thinking about that, Andy.
That's a great call, Andy. That's a long way from the hole with such a short club, but left is no bueno.
Bob Estes, birdie putt, big turn from right to left, and he's just not been able to get the putter working this week.
Well, he made that 120-footer over.
Well, that was it. That was it for the week. Jonathan Byrd is second at 18. This young man has got a lot of golf game. 255 coming in. Byrd 9 under on his round, and an eagle would tie KJ Choi's course record. And let's see how this tracks. It's working. And Jonathan Byrd will have that for eagle to shoot 62. And this young man, we saw Ian at Callaway Gardens in the final round, put on quite a show on the backside through a 5-hole span. Made eagle, birdie.
Rookie of the year he was last year. Now at 15, the other par 5 on the back nine. Charles Howell's third shot. Oh, watch this. I can tell you that goes 35 paces, doesn't it, Fred?
Yes, it does. We've walked this off. Such a tough shot. A little bit this early in the year, Ian, when you haven't hit it that often. I know you don't want to do that. You want to blast it by, but as well as Charles has been playing, it's unfortunate.
Let's take a little look at the shot link over here at 15. Oh, no. One of the things you got to look out for here, too, as it comes back down, is that it doesn't come to rest in a divot, because we've seen so many players with this difficulty.
Right, you're going to start to see the divots right about now down there, the light colored grass.
Quickly over to Ernie.
It's a tough 2-putt in from that far. Maybe not for Ernie. Maybe a tough 1-putt.
Really good 2-putt. Looks perfect. You can see the man there with the quiet sign waving it straight forwards. It's down the middle. Just depends whether it stays short of the bunker down the right side. Perfect.
So for eagle at 18, Jonathan Byrd, this to equal the course record set yesterday by KJ Choi, a man who hails from Elgin, South Carolina, played his college golf at Clemson, got his first victory at Callaway Gardens this past fall. We'll have that for birdie, a round of 63 and 7 under 30 on the backside. And Freddie, I think he's got a great future.
He really does. He's got the package. Very, very, very solid player. Watched him hit balls on the range the other day. Every shot. Right after hitting them out of the sandy part, practicing, which was kind of odd, making sure he hit it solid. Ernie Els on the 12th tee.
Huge tee shot for Ernie. With his length this week, he can get it close. Downwind right now, about 10 miles an hour.
Oh, man, that was perfect.
Andy, that ball's going to be near the front edge. It's just got to stop. Yeah.
Shouldn't be too much trouble, though. Rough's
No.
not too bad.
Just a little pitch. He's been holding those.